What a shocker. Jodi Arias concluding 15 days on the stand, but we just learned it ain't over, not by a long shot, because the jurors in Arizona have 100 questions for her. That's right. In Arizona, jurors can ask questions. Gosh, that could go on for days. And what does it mean? Let's bring in our expert legal panel to debate it. Could it mean they're very skeptical of her story, or that they're by her story and are looking for something to hang their hat on? Let's start with the defense. Evangeline Gomez.
Jodi, I think it's a sign that the jury understands they have a serious responsibility. They have her life in their hands. There may be many instances during this trial where they just didn't get enough information. Information that was presented wasn't somehow reconciled, and this is their opportunity to ask questions. And believe it or not, in jury trials that I've seen, many times the jurors ask questions and you think, where are you getting that from? That's not one of the elements that needs to be proven. So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to ask.
John Lieberman for the prosecution.
Well, I think many of us are skeptical of Jodi's story, and I think that's exactly what the jurors want to know. They want to know why her story defies common sense, defies logic, defies the evidence, not to mention these changing stories. I mean, Jane, just today, this far into the trial, she's now changing the story yet again. Now the gun was in a holster. Now she remembers shooting Travis, but everything goes into a fog after that.
Oh, yeah,
now she believes that he's dead when she leaves the house, when before she didn't remember. I mean, I think the jury wants some answers here.
Adam Zwickle, you're for the defense, but when I heard that she said, I think the gun was in a holster, wait a second. Now she's flying up to the corner to grab.
More lies.
Please, grab a gun and take it out of a holster all in a moment's time?
Well, I got to tell you, when I heard that there were 100 questions, I almost fell out of my chair here, because that's a large number of questions. However, I'm a big believer that the questions of the jurors are like the windows to their soul, to their doubts, to their beliefs. And I think that there's 100 questions means that there's a big problem for the prosecution in this case, because it usually are things that were never answered. They didn't get the answers to their questions. And I think this is good for the defense.
Good for the defense? 100 questions?
I think that 100 questions, I have to believe, is good for the prosecution, because it means that they were listening intently and they were taking notes and they were writing down things that she said once that she contradicted later, and they're going to call her on it. I mean, we sit back here and we have all sorts of information from the media and listening to your show, and we know so much more. We're going to find out what they know, what they don't know, what they want to know, and that's going to be wonderful. And I can't believe that that's good for the defense. That many questions. That's astounding.
Well, we shall see, because you're going to hear all of those questions right here on HLN, and at 7 o'clock, we recap everything or take you right to the trial as it